I want to tell you a little bit about it. One, why I named it this, and it's so interesting because my guides, I get information all the time from my guides. And one of them was to buy the URL richgirlcamp.com. And at the time I thought, okay, this is kind of a pretentious name and I don't really know if I like it or not, but I went ahead and bought it. I now understand why I've had this URL and why it's so important, because it's not about being rich. It's not about having money or not having money. It's about improving the richness of your life. And that is what this boot camp is going to do. It's literally a makeover of your spiritual experience. So that's where the rich part of it comes from. And girl, you know, I know some women have a hard time. They don't like the word girl, but for me, it's about feeling young at heart. And I know that as a child myself, I had a lot of issues as a child. I was molested at age 4. I was date raped at age 16. I guess that wasn't when I was a young girl, but still as a girl. And then in college, I had a boyfriend that gave me a hairline skull fracture from hitting me. So I've had a lot of trauma being a woman in our culture. And so I feel like my little girl was never really nurtured the way that it would have been nice to have. So part of the Rich Girl Spiritual Boot Camp is all about going back and nurturing that young girl that so many of us have not had it easy growing up. And for guys too. I've got many guy friends that have had really horrible things happen to them as young boys. And so I think that's a big part of connecting with the divine, is to really own those deep wounds that are within us. So the other thing about the spiritual boot camp is creating a deep connection with spirit. And that's where I'm going to give you tricks and tips and tools to be able to connect deeply with your guides. We're going to find your guide. We're going to name your guide. We're going to find out what angels you work with, what archangels, what ascended masters. There's Buddha and Mother Mary and Jesus and all of these amazing ascended masters that are literally just waiting to have you ask them for their help. But they really can't unless you ask them. So I'm going to help you figure out exactly who these people are in your life and how you can use them to truly your competitive advantage. Like, once I realized I had this connection, I mean, I know this sounds trivial, but parking places where I used to live, it was horrible to try to find a parking space. But when I had my angels on board, I'd say, okay, I want a front row parking spot right in front of the drugstore. And sure enough, I would have one. It also helped me find my current husband. I asked the angels, I made a list. I said, I want an amazing guy who's going to love me and my children as his own. Again, I'm getting emotional because it was so amazing how this works when you are tapped in so deeply with your divine connection. Anything you can do, miracles happen every single day. And then it's more love in your life, whether it's for you. I mean, part of the divine connection is truly loving yourself for who you are, and stop beating yourself up for things that have gone wrong in the past. The past is the past, and the current moment is the only thing that we have. So the whole idea of more love in your life by connecting with your spiritual guides and your divine wisdom is extraordinary. The other thing is just overall increased health, wealth, and happiness. Again, my health shifted dramatically once I got in touch with my divine guides and wisdom. You just start listening to your intuition more and more, which is always better choices. And as far as wealth, not only am I talking about money, but all currencies in life, whether it's more friends or a happier place to live, or, you know, cleaning out that clutter. I mean, there's so much about wealth that I could just go on. And of course, happiness. Bottom line, we are here to be happy. That is our job, and that's what we're to do. So that's what this course is going to also help you with. And then ultimately, it's to have more peace in your life. If you're running around crazy and just can't seem to, find your way, this is such a perfect opportunity to, when you get in touch with your divine wisdom, life becomes so much more peaceful. not tell you the drama that I have left behind. I used to worry all the time after I'd go out and meet with a group of friends and think, oh my God, what did I say? Or what did they think when I said that? And now I just don't care, because truly I know what's important. This is really what it's all about. It's really about living a wonderful, happy life, being fulfilled, doing the things that you love to do.